Hello and welcome back to Drama Investigator. Saucy. Tati Westbrook is being sued for fraud and breach of contract by her business partner Clark Swanson at Halo Beauty. She's been accused of defrauding Swanson of millions by launching Tati Beauty, despite the contract stating that Halo Beauty would launch all makeup. Here we can see their lawsuit case file that we're going to investigate today. It's a hefty 30 pages long and it's really intense, so get your popcorn ready. This is going to be a two-part series, so be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get updated on all the tea. Here it states, this is a lawsuit caused by the defendant's greed. Tati Westbrook, one of the first and most successful YouTube beauty influencers in history, together with her new husband James Westbrook, planned a nutritional supplement business split 50-50 with Mr. Westbrook's old friend and colleague, Clark Swanson. Before the business got off the ground, the Westbrooks, unhappy with owning only 50%, approached their business partner Clark Swanson and sold him on a deal. Give them 2/3 of the business, and in exchange, the Westbrooks would commit to use Halo Beauty as Ms. Westbrook's umbrella brand for all her beauty launches: cosmetics, skincare, fragrance, all of Tati Westbrook's beauty products. Mr. Swanson agreed to these terms. Halo Beauty's first product launch was a great success. As a result, Ms. Westbrook became, virtually overnight, a proven highly profitable product promoter. The Westbrooks made millions of dollars in distributions on the 16.66% of the business that Mr. Swanson gave them. With great momentum and significant sales, Mr. Swanson and Halo Beauty set out to launch additional products. The Westbrooks, however, got greedy. Instead of honouring their agreement with Mr. Swanson and honouring their fiduciary duties to Halo Beauty, the Westbrooks cut a separate deal to launch a cosmetics product, a colour palette, without Mr. Swanson and Halo Beauty. Future launches in makeup, cosmetic accessories, and fragrance were also planned separately and without Mr. Swanson or Halo Beauty participating. As a result, Mr. Swanson and Halo Beauty have been robbed of the benefits of the agreement with the Westbrooks, and the Westbrooks continue to profit from an agreement they never honoured. Here we can see in the lawsuit Clark Swanson's association with Halo Beauty. Clark Swanson holds 1/3 of the voting shares in Halo Beauty Inc. and has held those shares in the company since its inception. Mr. Swanson is also the chief financial officer and one of the 3 directors of Halo Beauty Inc. Clark Swanson is also the sole shareholder and president of plaintiff Swanson Global Enterprises Inc., a Nevada corporation. Swanson Global Enterprises owns 33% of the membership interests in Halo Beauty Partners LLC. Mr. Swanson resided in Los Angeles County during all times material to this complaint until 2019, when his residence changed to Clark County, Nevada. Defendant Tatiana Westbrook is best known as YouTube celebrity with millions of regular viewers, who is often only known by her first name, Tati, her Instagram handle at GlamLifeGuru, or by her signature Exos Tati. Her YouTube channel focuses on reviews of cosmetic products and increasingly the drama of being a YouTube celebrity. When Halo Beauty launched, Ms. Westbrook's regularly posted videos were generating on average 27.8 million views per month, according to social media analytics website Social Blade. Ms. Westbrook identifies herself on social media as the dual CEO of Tati Beauty and Halo Beauty. Defendant Tati Westbrook holds 1/3 of the voting shares in Halo Beauty Inc. Ms. Westbrook is also the chief executive officer and one of the directors of Halo Beauty Inc. Ms. Westbrook also owns a beneficial interest in the company doing business as Tati Beauty, as well as a beneficial interest in a future venture only known to plaintiff as Tati Fragrance. On information and belief, Tati Westbrook resides in Los Angeles County, owns a home in Los Angeles County, spends most of her time in California, and is currently living in Los Angeles County, and is therefore domiciled in the state of California. Defendant James Westbrook holds 1/3 of the voting shares in Halo Beauty Inc. and has held those shares in the company since its inception. Mr. Westbrook is also the chief executive officer and one of the directors of Halo Beauty Inc. Mr. Westbrook also owns a beneficial interest in the company doing business as Tati Beauty, as well as a beneficial interest in a future venture only known to plaintiff as Tati Fragrance. Plaintiff is informed and believes and thereon alleges that Mr. Westbrook has been sued before and is currently being sued in Los Angeles County Superior Court for the failure to repay a 6-figure loan. Saucy. Plaintiff is informed and believes and thereon alleges that in 2016, Mr. Westbrook was ordered to pay his sister's legal fees after she was forced to go to court to stop him from trying to sell his late mother's home and abscond with the profits. Additionally, online sources have reported that Mr. Westbrook has also been convicted of serious drug crimes. On information and belief, James Westbrook resides in Los Angeles County, owns a home in Los Angeles County, and is currently living in Los Angeles County, and is therefore domiciled in the state of California. And now we will investigate the dispute on the lawsuit case file. In fall of 2016, Mr. Swanson and his old friend James Westbrook and his then girlfriend Tatiana "Tati" Crevens, Ms. Westbrook, decided to develop a nutraceuticals product that would provide beauty benefits to its takers. Ms. Westbrook offered that she could market such a product through her YouTube channel. After discussions among among themselves, they formed a company named Inside Out Beauty Labs LLC. On March 6, 2017, Inside Out Beauty Labs filed for the use of the trademark Beauty Booster with the USPTO. Mr. Swanson owned 50% of the business and was the managing member. The Westbrooks each owned 25%. Mr. Swanson's education, training, and experience were critical to Inside Out Beauty Labs. The Westbrooks did not have any commercial credit relationships, so Mr. Swanson used his banking relationships. The Westbrooks' poor credit history, including a personal bankruptcy, meant Inside Out Beauty Labs had to rely on Mr. Swanson's personal credit to secure lending and e-commerce facilities. Mr. Swanson even used his personal credit to lease Mr. Westbrook a Maserati Gran Turismo worth almost $200,000 for his daily driver. More important than logistics, Mr. Swanson researched and developed the products Inside Out Beauty was planning to launch. After years of research and development, Mr. Swanson identified unique or exotic ingredients and negotiated supply agreements that offered competitive advantages to Halo Beauty. For example, Mr. Swanson secured the trademark Ceramide RX for a ceramide that was derived from rice, not wheat. He also used his material supply relationships to obtain a guaranteed supply of the ceramide from Oriza Oil and Fat Chemical Company, a Japanese-based purveyor of rice ceramides for supplements, skincare, and cosmetics. Mr. Swanson also developed a baseline of product ingredients that could be used in skincare and cosmetic applications. The Westbrooks, by contrast, had little in the way of proven business skills to contribute. Ms. Westbrook noted to Mr. Swanson that she had some business experience based on curating YouTube content. In fact, her business history consisted of work at a retail cosmetic sales counter, as a part-time actress and model, and various and sundry jobs. Ultimately, Ms. Westbrook provided some input on packaging and design, while Mr. Westbrook assisted with vendor selection, logistics, and quality control. The Westbrooks persuade Mr. Swanson to reduce his shares in the company in exchange for their commitment to make Halo Beauty the exclusive brand for Ms. Westbrook's beauty products. On July 17, 2017, the Westbrooks and Mr. Swanson agreed on the name Halo Beauty Nutraceuticals LLC for the company. Ms. Westbrook chose the name and believed that it was a better name for commercial purposes. Mr. Swanson agreed and emailed the company legal counsel requesting that they make a name change from California company Inside Out Beauty LLC to Halo Beauty Nutraceuticals LLC. The company established a trademark application for Halo Beauty NTX. Before the name change was accomplished, on August 1, 2017, Mr. Westbrook called Mr. Swanson and asked if the three of them could meet in person to discuss business. Later that day, the Westbrooks visited Mr. Swanson at his home in Marina del Rey. The three of them spoke for about 2 hours, mostly on Mr. Swanson's open-air balcony. The Westbrooks asked to re-envision Halo Beauty as a new company that planned to be a global, all-inclusive beauty brand for Tatiana Westbrook. The plan was to use Halo Beauty to deliver a wide range of beauty products personally endorsed by Ms. Westbrook. Ms. Westbrook claimed she wanted to build something gigantic, and that Halo Beauty would serve as an umbrella company to establish and build a global beauty brand with product categories that included supplements, skincare, cosmetics, fragrance, and more. Specifically, she stated to Mr. Swanson that she wanted to build her brand under one umbrella rather than just do vitamins. She wanted to expand Halo Beauty to include a wet line, cosmetics, and skincare. Halo Beauty had the potential to expand and become a huge standalone business. She hoped Mr. Swanson was ready to build a brand, not just a bottle of vitamins, but the whole big thing. Ms. Westbrook stated that she did not want to be perceived as a mere spokesperson or celebrity endorser, but rather she wanted Halo Beauty to be her company. She said she needed to be an equal stakeholder with a management role. The current ownership structure, she explained, made her look like a minor partner. The Westbrooks proposed a third structure. The Westbrooks sold Mr. Swanson aggressively on the financial benefits of the new all-inclusive brand. E-commerce-based beauty businesses were being acquired by major beauty brands like Estee Lauder and L'Oreal for eye-popping amounts. For example, Ms. Westbrook identified Jeffree Star as a potential advisor and stated that he had been offered $500 million for his cosmetics brand from L'Oreal. Mr. Westbrook stated that he thought the company, as an all-inclusive brand, could reach a $3 billion valuation. Ms. Westbrook boasted that her celebrity status would guarantee success. "I know as far as our repeat customer, it doesn't matter. What I put my name on is going to work, is going to sell, period. Because of the 7 years I put in building an audience." Ms. Westbrook claimed that the product did not matter. She could still sell a shit product to her loyal followers. What a cash grab. If this doesn't tell you what Tati Westbrook and a lot of these huge influencers are really like behind the scenes, I don't know what will. Ms. Westbrook, a well-regarded YouTube influencer, also tutored her clique of fellow influencers as potential sources of promotion. She told Mr. Swanson that her friends were among the most influential on YouTube and that they would cross-promote her products. She related that some of them, like Jeffree Star, Minnie MUA, James Charles, and Laura Lee, were launching or preparing to launch their own cosmetics line. According to Mr. Westbrook, those YouTube influencers would look for Ms. Westbrook to endorse their products, which she would. She in turn could expect them to give their endorsements to Ms. Westbrook's products. Ms. Westbrook related that she was sitting at her dining room table one night with Laura, Minnie, James, and Jeffree when Jeffree disclosed that the nutraceuticals competitor, Sugar Bear Hair, was offering $200,000 for him for a promotional video. Ms. Westbrook told Mr. Swanson she asked these influencers not to endorse Sugar Bear Hair because she was launching a competing hair, skin and nails vitamin. She told Mr. Swanson all the influencers turned down the Sugar Bear Hair offer. After an extensive pitch by the Westbrooks, Mr. Swanson agreed. In exchange for Halo Beauty becoming Ms. Westbrook's exclusive channel for all things beauty, Mr. Swanson agreed to give up his 50% stake and managing membership in the nutraceuticals business in exchange for a third of the ownership of the new all-inclusive brand. Mr. Swanson sent an email the following day memorializing the conversation. The email states in part, "On August 1st, 2017, we arrived at a new understanding and agreement between the partners as follows. Clark Swanson will reduce his equity ownership from 50% to 33.33%. The partners agreed that James and Tati Westbrook will collectively own 66.66% of the equity ownership. The new ownership therefore agreed to be divided in equal parts, being that Tati Westbrook is the owner of 33.33%, James Westbrook is the owner of 33.33%, and Clark Swanson is the owner of 33.33%. It is agreed that the goal of the partners is to build an exclusive global beauty brand. This brand will develop and manufacture products for the beauty industry. We will initially begin with the launch of a food supplement line of business, currently contemplated to be comprised of 5 different products, e.g. calming stress relief, weight management, hair, skin and nails, etc. The first of the product line launch is the hair, nails and skin booster. The product aptly features EXO's Tati, will be promoted by Tati Westbrook on her YouTube channel. Additional consideration was made to other channel proprietor promotional efforts, particularly those that are within the business relationship network of Tati Westbrook deemed product collaborations with other leading YouTube influencers. Ms. Westbrook's claim to influence was undercut when James Charles endorsed Sugar Bear Hair in an April 22, 2019 swipe up Instagram story. On May the 10th, 2019, Ms. Westbrook posted a video by sister accusing Mr. Charles of inappropriate conduct. So leading on from this, further on in the case file it states Halo Beauty launches its first product line with great success. With a new business and plan in place, Mr. Swanson went to work building the all-inclusive brand. With respect to Halo Beauty's first product line, Beauty Vitamins, Mr. Swanson applied his knowledge of plant-based medicine and nutritional science to the formulation of a product that had unprecedented benefits for acne, skin hydration and overall skin health. For example, Mr. Swanson authored a patent on the mechanism of action for the first supplement produced by Halo Beauty. The patent application was drafted in August 2018 and submitted in October 2018. Consumers found the results for the Halo Beauty hair and skin and nails formula provided such visually measurable results for troubled skin conditions such as acne and other dermatosis that the patent work reflected the unique, beneficial and novel outcome. Mr. Swanson's contributions to product formulations ensured that the customers of Halo Beauty saw results, therefore causing significant recurring sales. On or around Friday, March 2nd, 2018, Halo Beauty launched its first product, the hair, skin and nail booster. Ms. Westbrook teased the launch with a February 27, 2018 YouTube video describing Halo Beauty as My Brand. On February 28, 2018, Ms. Westbrook posted a video titled My Brand Announcement. She described Halo as an all-inclusive brand for all of us and announced the launch of the Halo Beauty hair, skin and nail booster vitamins. Vitamins, she said, were starting with beauty from the inside out. She also confirmed that Halo Beauty was not just about vitamins. And here we can see Tati stated, "I did decide ultimately to put everything under Halo. Everything would be one. I thought, why not? We can start with vitamins and we can go into skincare and we can go into colour cosmetics and it's my business, so I can do that. I don't have any different names for them." On March 2nd, 2018, Ms. Westbrook posted another video, "Get ready with me, Halo Beauty launch day." On that video she stated again that Halo would be launching other products and that Halo would be keeping Halo a good and pure inclusive brand. The Halo Beauty launch was a fantastic success. The company followed the hair, skin and nail booster with the Kiwi Seed booster, then His and Hers Daily Multi-Body and Brain booster. In its first year, Halo Beauty earned its owners over $1 million each in distributions. Halo Beauty currently offers 3 different product lines, including His and Hers multivitamins. In 2019, the company distributed to its owners almost 3 times what it distributed in 2018. When Mr. Swanson was ready to submit the application, the Westbrooks objected to the application because they were concerned that Mr. Swanson's status as the inventor would undermine the public persona Ms. Westbrook was trying to cultivate as more than just a spokesperson for Halo Beauty. The Westbrooks were concerned that the exposure would bring about questions related to Ms. Westbrook's role in the company. In the alternative, the Westbrooks insisted that Ms. Westbrook be listed as an investor on the application. Knowing this was not lawful, Mr. Swanson arranged a conference call with Halo Beauty's patent counsel to explain that this would amount to fraud and likely invalidate the patent. Ultimately, the patent was filed in October 2018 with the authors Mr. Clark Swanson and Dr. Jose Calderon, a doctorate of medicine graduate from Harvard Medical School and adjunct associate professor. Further on in the lawsuit it states, Mr. Swanson applied himself to expanding the Halo Beauty brand to other other product lines, but the Westbrooks would not cooperate. Coming off the success of the vitamin launch, Mr. Swanson also devoted his efforts to develop the skincare and cosmetics lines he and the Westbrooks contemplated when they formed Halo Beauty. Mr. Swanson went on multiple on-site visits to manufacturers. For example, he connected with Nicole Collins, an experienced cosmetics and skincare entrepreneur. She offered to introduce Mr. Swanson to leading bench chemists and manufacturers, including Seed Beauty. Beginning in May 2018, Mr. Swanson began taking meetings to explore skincare and cosmetic manufacturing. Mr. Swanson joined Ms. Collins at tours of several cosmetic and skincare facilities. He continued to meet separately with other manufacturers and kept Mr. and Ms. Westbrook apprised. On July 6, 2018, Mr. Swanson sent Mr. Westbrook a text message that read, "When are we making a makeup line? I thought we were doing ingestibles, then skincare, then cosmetics/colour." Tati mentioned this on her video last week regarding it being a ways off. Mr. Swanson attended Cosmoprof in August 2018, a beauty exhibition where Mr. Swanson met with several makeup-capable manufacturers. As late as November 5, 2018, Mr. Swanson attended a meeting with Cosmetic Development Laboratories, an established manufacturer of cleansers, serums, moisturizers, masks, and other skincare products. Despite significant efforts and good progress to show for it, the Westbrooks never showed any interest in these meetings or Mr. Swanson's work to expand Halo Beauty. Other times, the Westbrooks actively interfered with Mr. Swanson's efforts to grow Halo Beauty. Mr. Swanson continued to push to expand Halo Beauty. The Westbrooks' response shifted from ignoring his efforts to actively interfering with Halo Beauty's business. For example, in September 2018, Mr. Swanson was asked by renowned YouTube influencer Michelle Phan to join her for lunch to discuss prospective business in China. When the Westbrooks learned about the meeting, they insisted Mr. Swanson cancel it, telling him on the phone, "I demand you stand down, stand down." Ms. Westbrook then told Mr. Swanson that he was forbidden from making relationships with any influencers. Ms. Westbrook claimed to be working a special project with Michelle Phan. At their insistence, Mr. Swanson cancelled the meeting and has not had contact with Ms. Phan. Just the next month, on October 9, 2018, Mr. Swanson emailed the Westbrooks and requested updates regarding 1. Company cosmetics launch collaboration, e.g. PR strategy and influencer marketing support for the brand, Briogeo, a hair company which had offered Tati Westbrook an equity interest and board seat, 3. Michelle Phan project. Ms. Westbrook informed Mr. Swanson that their focus needed to be on additional products in the supplements category, that she was not considering the offer made by Briogeo hair care opportunity seriously, and provided no update or any information related to any project with Ms. Phan. Finally, in the build-up to the launch of Tati Beauty, Mr. Westbrook actively deceived Mr. Swanson into thinking that he and Ms. Westbrook were still interested in launching cosmetic products with Halo Beauty. On December 16, 2018, Mr. Swanson asked Ms. Westbrook again to go to Cosmetics Enterprises. Mr. Swanson underscored that Cosmetics Enterprises was a trustworthy manufacturer for skincare that could also provide valuable introductions to makeup chemists and manufacturers. Mr. Westbrook declined, stating, "Really bad week for field trip, bro, and I'd prefer if you do not do this alone. I can't emphasize enough. Tati needs to take the lead on this. Please pull back. I feel you and I love your enthusiasm, but this isn't a ball for you to carry." To which Mr. Swanson replied, "No worries. I'm very excited about our company and I have no doubt Tati will crush it on the lineup for skincare. If I haven't told you already enough times, I'm also, as your brother, so proud to be on this journey with you and Tati, and moreover keeping the cosmetics under Halo Beauty and including me as a sign of amazing collaboration and kinship. My gratitude to be your best friend is symbol for high five." Plaintiff is informed and believes that Mr. Westbrook's email was a misleading attempt to keep Mr. Swanson from exploiting Halo Beauty's full potential. As late as January 18, 2019, Ms. Westbrook was still telling YouTube viewers that she continued as actively the CEO of Halo and still had a lot of passion for growing the brand. She said she wanted the brand to go in every direction possible, launching innovative products. She stated Halo was currently developing skincare and makeup. Leading on from this, the lawsuit states, the Westbrooks go around Halo Beauty to launch Tati Beauty. On April 6, 2019, Mr. Westbrook contacted Mr. Swanson and asked that they meet at Barney's New York in Beverly Hills. Mr. Westbrook said that it was about Tati business development and that the news was not tragic, just better in person. Mr. Swanson reluctantly agreed and drove to Barney's. The two met outside and took a walk around the shopping district. During that walk, Mr. Westbrook unilaterally announced that Halo Beauty was going in a different direction that was agreed upon in August. Specifically, he announced that he and Ms. Westbrook had already contracted with Seed Beauty to develop and manufacture colour cosmetics. Mr. Westbrook explained that he did not think Halo Beauty was the right vehicle for the colour cosmetic business. More importantly, he stated that John Nelson, founder of Seed Beauty, contacted the Westbrooks directly and made them an offer that was too good to refuse. Mr. Westbrook attempted to justify this blatant breach of trust by claiming that what was good for Tati Westbrook was good for Halo Beauty. Rather than competing with Halo Beauty, the Westbrooks' new venture would somehow bolster the reputation and sales of Halo Beauty. Plaintiff is informed and believes and thereon alleges that Seed Beauty and any potential business partners for the Westbrooks knew or should have have known of the Westbrook's duties and obligations to Clark Swanson, Halo Beauty Inc. and Halo Beauty Partners LLC. Mr. Swanson protested this new agreement that day at Barney's and also in the weeks that followed. He explained to Mr. Westbrook that this is not what they had agreed to in August of 2017 and that he would never have given up equity to the Westbrooks absent the agreement that Halo Beauty would be an all-inclusive brand. Mr. Westbrook would deflect, pointing to the success of Halo Beauty without addressing the real issue. Ms. Westbrook did not engage with Mr. Swanson in these discussions. Days before Tati Beauty launched its first product, a colour palette, Mr. Swanson again made a sincere attempt to resolve the dispute. After attempting to avoid Mr. Swanson, Mr. Westbrook finally engaged in a telephone discussion on October 17, 2019. Mr. Swanson demanded that Ms. Westbrook, an equal partner in Halo, be included in the discussion. Mr. Westbrook refused to include her in the conversation, citing her mental state in advance of the Tati Beauty product launch. On that call, Mr. Westbrook was profane and unprofessional, telling Mr. Swanson that, in effect, he should take what he is given and not ask for more. Mr. Westbrook hung up on Mr. Swanson, but the profanity and unprofessional conduct continued over text messages. On or around October 25, 2019, Tati Beauty launched its first product. On October 29, 2019, the Westbrooks announced that Tati Beauty had sold out the 100,000 of 250,000 total units in the initial run. The company took pre-orders for a second printing. To the present, plaintiffs estimated Tati Beauty's revenue to be in excess of $16 million. Even after launching Tati Beauty, the Westbrooks refused to launch Halo Beauty skincare products. Mr. Swanson, disappointed by the launch of Tati Beauty, continued to push for a Halo Beauty skincare line. Around August 4, 2019, after continued prompting by Mr. Swanson, Halo Beauty hired Benchmark Cosmetic Laboratories to formulate a number of products, beginning with a makeup setting spray and makeup primer. The products were designed with ingredients Mr. Swanson identified from Halo supplements that also improved the look of cosmetics. The Westbrooks, however, refused to cooperate in the process and interfered with the opportunity. For example, Benchmark sent samples to the Westbrooks for wear tests, received around February 19, 2020. Mr. Westbrook suggested a few minor modifications to the formula. Benchmark agreed to attempt the modifications, did so, and sent new samples. The Westbrooks delayed for months and ultimately refused to provide any further response or comments regarding the new sample, despite reminders and urging from Mr. Swanson. To date, the Westbrooks have not approved the launch of the makeup setting spray. No new product launches are planned. So what are your guys' thoughts on Tati Westbrook and her husband now? Do you reckon she'll make another cry apology video? Bet James, Jeffrey and Shane can't wait to see that. Saucy saucy. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for part 2 of this lengthy, juicy lawsuit.